access to biodiversity plays a key role for human development, especially if you live in urban areas. A forecast by the United Nations estimates that in the next 25 years, over 7 billion people will live in urban areas around the world. For the US alone, this will represent 95% of its total population. Given this scenario, there is a risk that nature would decline to give way for construction. So, biodiversity in a simple form is defined as a set of living organisms, plants and animals that live and interact in an area. And we all benefit from biodiversity. It acts as a water purificator, and it also regulates climate and even natural disaster prevention. So what price tag would you put on biodiversity? How much is a squirrel or a rabbit in your back porch worth? My team and I were set to find that out. Well, not exactly. We partnered along with the National League of Cities to study the adoption and receptiveness of policies that integrate urban biodiversity, both in the UK and the US. And we did so by using key informant interviews. In 2024, England introduced biodiversity net gain, a policy that captures and quantifies biodiversity in an area. So, how does this work? Developers have to increase biodiversity by 10% for the areas affected by their construction. And this is for a period of 30 years. And they can do so by using the metric component given in the policy. In contrast, in the US, there is no policy that resembles the one in England yet. And this is mostly because policies of this nature are centered at a city or state level. For example, in places like Denver or Los Angeles, there are initiatives that aim to preserve the current state of nature. Or Ann Arbor, where they want to increase tree canopy by planting 10,000 native tree species. Unfortunately, these programs are often vulnerable to lack of funding and support from federal authorities. In short, our findings show that these programs work. In England, local planning authorities receive more earnings, and in the US, cities like Reston and Arlington with strong biodiversity programs are associated with high community engagement and participation. Our research is an unambiguous call for expanding these policies in the US. And we can do so by utilizing construction to finally leverage conservation. Thank you.